Hi, it's Kifin Labates here, and today I thought I would start a video series on the topic of incentivization and blockchain. And over the video series, I'll start explaining more and more about what I mean by that. Because blockchain is offering the potential of a new form or new way of conducting business, and I find that fascinating because these kind of changes don't come along very often. Now, we have a very clear system whereby businesses conduct business, and the reasons behind why they conduct business at the moment, it's pretty well understood, and it boils down to the fact that business is not altruistic, and in fact most people are not altruistic. Now, I have a friend at the University of Loughborough, Professor Niall Scott, who has spent most of his life investigating as a philosopher whether or not altruism exists, and similarly Phoebe from Friends spent a fair amount of time thinking about the topic too. However, when you look at most human interactions, there is an aim behind it, and that aim is usually to end up in a better position than you were before. So a salaried worker goes and gives up 8 hours of their day, 5 days a week, in order to get money. And similarly, an entrepreneur takes a bit more of a gamble, may do stuff that does not immediately have a payoff, but ultimately you're doing stuff like, I don't know, putting free videos explaining blockchain on LinkedIn with the hope that eventually you will get some kind of gain from it. It may not even be financial. But back to blockchain, the interesting thing there is that the first blockchain, the Bitcoin system, offered a set of incentives that ensure that the system keeps running, stays honest, and actually achieves the purpose that it has. And I think that it's interesting to investigate how that system and how what we've understood from that system can now be expanded out into further business concepts. And there is actually a bit of a shift from the Bitcoin incentivization system into the other kind of incentives that we're going to be seeing for actual corporate or commercial blockchain applications. But more on that on the next series. I hope you found that interesting, and definitely hope I'll see you in the next few videos. Bye for now.